distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a wedding is a symbol of unity, trust, and the beginning of a new life together. So we're extremely happy that all of you are able to be here this evening to share and mark this beautiful journey for the newlyweds, Khalisa Siahan and Charles Afif Holson. Please rise as we welcome the bride and groom, Khalisa Siahan and Charles Afif Holson, followed by the bride's parents, Emiliana Rice-Oxley and Robert Siahan. Beautiful bride and groom, Khalisa and Charles. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to your excellencies, Yang Berbahagia, Tan Sri Tan Sri, Puan Sri Puan Sri, Datuk Sri Datuk Sri, Datin Sri Datin Sri, Datuk Datuk, Datin Datin, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to the wedding reception of the beautiful Khalisa Siahan and the charming Charles Afif Holson. My name is Daphne Iking. I'm absolutely delighted to emcee the wedding of our gorgeous couple on this beautiful evening. Beloved guests, on behalf of the bride and groom and their families, we'd like to thank all of you for joining us tonight, especially family and friends who have flown all the way to Kuala Lumpur. I understand that some guests arrived today all the way from New Delhi. So I'm just going to lighten the situation up over here because the host wants this to be a very informal wedding do where everyone is just going to be cozy and intimate and to make sure that at the end of the night everyone is dancing on the dance floor, right? So, first and foremost, can we hear cheers from Kuala Lumpur? From the US. Okay. We've got guests who flew in from Australia. Was that a really bad accent? I really failed that time. Okay, London. Woo! Represent London, okay. And ini jangan kamu kasih malu saya, orang Borneo. Sabah and Sarawak, make some noise. Aramaiti. No Aramaiti here, but boleh bakaloko, okay? Thank you once again, now that everyone's okay, lighten up a bit. Thank you once again, everyone. We're truly honored to have all of you here to celebrate this joyous occasion with us tonight. There will be live entertainment. There's going to be a special surprise performance. And as you can see, as I mentioned earlier on, we've got a huge dance floor smack in the middle of this ballroom. So later on, there will be dancing at the end of the evening. But before we continue, let us begin the celebrations by first and foremost inviting Ustaz Faizan to recite the dua or the opening prayer. Dipersilakan. Next, I'd like to invite the parents of the bridegroom, Michelle Holson and Carlos Holson, to proceed with the traditional Malay blessing ceremony. This blessing ceremony is also a perfect way for guests of the bride and groom and their families to get to know other family members and also to basically pay respect that they have been given the blessings from the elders. And after each person who performs this blessing, they will then be rewarded with a bunga telur, which is literally or translated loosely into an egg flower, which is basically a beautifully decorated ornament with leaves and flowers mounted on little sprigs with a hard-boiled egg intended to be a symbol of fertility.
There was something in your eyes that I saw tonight. I never thought that I would see it. Now there's holes in my walls and there's glass on the floor, and you said you didn't mean it. You went from 0 to none.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special surprise performance for our bride and our groom. The bride's brother and cousins have miraculously come up with this dance routine with only 2 hours professional studio choreography. And since the 4 of them live in different parts of the world, they had only a week's worth of practice over Skype to practice this dance routine. None of them are dancers. In fact, they are far from it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome a lawyer, a scientist, a psychiatrist, and a student for their surprise dance performance, especially for the bride and groom. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for the fantastic Woo! As is the tradition, the bride and groom will now have their first official dance together as husband and wife. And here is just one more trivia for the night as we progress to this next agenda of the evening. As mentioned briefly by Robert earlier on, Khalisa has been dancing ballet and ballroom for the past 14 years. And our dear friend Charles has never danced publicly in his life. So just no pressure to you, Charles. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our newlyweds, Kalisa and Charles, for their first dance.